Hey, how's it going, everyone? That Magic Guy here, and today I've got something really exciting for you. We're diving into a self-working, no-setup card trick that is seriously perfect for blowing minds at school, work, or even a casual hangout. No sleight of hand, no gimmicks, just pure card magic. I'm going to show you the performance first, and then we'll break it down step by step so you can perform it, just like I do. Let's jump right into it. Sometimes in life, two people can make completely different choices. Choices that lead them apart. But somehow, against all odds, their paths cross again. This trick is a little like that. Two random selections, completely separated, yet destined to find each other. So I begin by handing the deck over to my spectator and asking them to give it a good shuffle. They can mix it up as much as they want. Riffle shuffle, overhand, totally up to them. This ensures the deck is completely random and removes any suspicion that it's stacked or set up in some way. Once they're done shuffling, I ask them to cut the deck into two roughly equal halves, wherever they feel like cutting. There's no force here, no funny business. They just cut it freely. Next, I ask them to choose one of the two piles for themselves. Let's say they pick the pile on the left. That's their pile, and I take the other one. Now I say, great, now I want you to give me any number between 1 and 10. Let's say they choose the number 7. I tell them, perfect. Now with your pile, I want you to spread through and remember the 7th card from the bottom. Since I don't have any real spectator with me for this performance, let me show you the 7th card. I promise you guys I'm not looking at this card, but I want you to be the spectator for this performance and remember this card. Once the spectator remembers their card, I tell them that I'll do the same with my pile. So now both of us have a card in mind. They remember their 7th from the bottom card, and I remember mine. I then instruct them to place their half of the deck on top of mine, squaring everything up neatly. To add another layer of randomness, I let them give the full deck a single cut, just a straight up, normal cut. Now for the fun part. I hand the deck back to them and say, now I want you to deal the cards one by one into 7 piles, going left to right, and repeating until all the cards are dealt. The number of piles matches the number they gave earlier, in this case 7. They deal all 52 cards out into 7 piles. I let them take their time. This step is crucial because it gives the illusion that the cards are thoroughly mixed. Once the cards have been dealt into 7 piles, I say, alright, now pick up the piles in any order you want. Totally up to you. Just stack them into one pile however you like. This adds another layer of apparent chaos. To the spectator, this looks completely random. Now I say, here's the goal. We're going to try and create a connection between our two selected cards. Let's see if destiny brings them together. I give the deck back to my spectator and say, now I want you to deal the cards face up onto the table one at a time. Keep going until you see my card, the 3 of Hearts. They start dealing, one card, then another, then another. And boom, when they reach the 3 of Hearts, I stop them and say, okay, that's my card. Now tell everyone the card you've been thinking of since the beginning. They name their card, the 8 of Clubs. I now say, alright, let's turn over the next card in the deck. and see if the destiny really worked for both of our choices. And what do you know? The card directly next to mine is their card. The two cards have mysteriously come together in the middle of a completely shuffled, randomly dealt and cut deck. It's absolute magic. Alright, let's break down how this works because it's incredibly easy once you know the principle behind it. As I said earlier, this is a completely self-working card trick. There's no setup, and everything is handled right in front of the spectator's eyes. Start by giving your spectator a full deck of cards and ask them to shuffle it thoroughly. Once they are satisfied, ask them cut the deck anywhere into two halves. This ensures they feel completely in control. Then ask them to choose a pile they can pick either half. The other pile will be yours. Then simply ask your spectator to choose a number between 1 and 10. Let's say they choose 4. Now instruct them to look at the fourth card from the bottom of their half. Emphasize bottom so there's no confusion. While they do this, you pretend to do the same, but you're actually peeking at the top card of your pile. This is your secret selection. Once both of you have memorized a card, instruct the spectator to place their pile on top of yours. Their half goes directly above your memorized card. Now at this point, all you know is your chosen selection, which was the top card of your pile. Then tell them to give the deck one cut. This mixes the two piles slightly and adds a layer of apparent randomness. Now comes the core of the trick. Ask your spectator to deal the deck into piles equal to the number they selected. If they picked 4, they deal the cards one by one into 4 piles, left to right, repeating until the entire deck is dealt. Remind them to keep the order consistent, left to right, not zigzagging. If they change the dealing order midway, the trick won't work. Once all cards are dealt into piles, have them pick up the piles in any order they like. This part feels chaotic, but it actually does nothing to disturb the underlying principle. Then comes the final reveal. Tell your spectator that this is about finding the magical connection between your card and theirs. Have them deal the cards face up onto the table one at a time. Ask them to stop when they get to your card, the one you secretly memorized. Wow, it seems this time the card is really at the end of the stack. Once they spot your card, say, "Stop right there. Now name your card." They say 8 of spades. Then tell them, "Turn over the next card in the deck." And there it is, the 8 of spades, sitting immediately next to your card. It feels absolutely impossible. Now to make this trick look smooth, just be confident in your delivery. This trick is all about clarity and presentation. Emphasize fairness. They shuffled, they chose the number, they dealt the cards. You can build tension before the final reveal by recounting all the free choices they made. You shuffled the deck, you chose the number, you picked your card, you dealt and collected however you liked. And yet, somehow our cards found each other. You can adjust the pattern to suit your style. Make it funny, mysterious, or dramatic. If you want to change things up, instead of having them deal the cards face up, you can do the reveal by spreading the deck face down across the table after they've collected the piles. Say something like, "Let's try this. My card was the 10 of diamonds. What was yours?" They reply, 8 of spades. Guide their eyes and point out the two cards that are now sitting right next to each other. This version feels even more impossible to some people because there's no dealing. Just a magical moment revealed all at once. This is one of those tricks that punches way above its weight. It's easy, requires zero sleight of hand, and it always works as long as you follow the steps and give clear instructions to your spectator. Also, it's incredibly versatile. You can perform it at a table, standing up, at parties and classrooms, you name it. Make sure to practice your script and transition so it all feels smooth and polished. And remember, magic isn't just about the trick. It's about how you make people feel. This one creates surprise, wonder, and that classic "no way" reaction we all live for. So there you have it. An amazing self-working card trick that will leave your spectators scratching their heads in disbelief. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want more magic, you can learn and perform right away. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. I'm That Magic Guy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.